Okay, so as you know, um, parents of students who have IEPs do have many different rights, and they're called parents' rights. And sometimes your special education teacher will hand you a packet, and it's kind of like an orange book, and it talks about all the different rights you have as a parent. So one of the main ones is you have the right to say that your child gets a free, appropriate public education. You also have the right to um, deny services that your child may or may not get. That's completely up to you. The school offers it to you, and then the parents can either deny it or accept it. The parents can request evaluation to the school for their child. The school doesn't have to always contact the parent. The parents can contact the school and say, "Hey, I have a concern about something. Can we evaluate my child?" Um, the school also can be notified by the parents if they want to place their child in a different educational setting. So if the parents really want the child to be in a self-contained classroom, then they will do the appropriate evaluation for that to happen. The parents also have the right to consent, so they can agree or disagree, like I mentioned earlier. They can also withdraw a consent from any time. So say you want your child to be on an IEP right now, but in 6 months you decide you don't want your child to be on an IEP, you can withdraw that consent form, and the school has to let you do that. You can also go to outside agencies to have your student evaluated or your child evaluated. It's called independent evaluation. You can also request to have your child re-evaluated by the school. Maybe you think that the evaluation was thrown off one day and you want to redo it the next day. You have that right to tell the school, yes, you want that re-evaluation. Also, so if your child may better at a foreign language other than English or their primary language, that test can also be offered in that child's language because that child will know that language the best. They also have the right to the child's school records, so anytime they want to look at the school records of the child, they have that privilege. They are also a main participant in the child's educational program, so their IEP or their individualized family service plan, which is the IFSP, for younger students, but the parents definitely have a say in the IEP of the student. Um, they're also able to come to the meetings and reject or accept and put their input in as well towards the IEP. And we ask for like parent input during the IEP, and that's when you would come into play. You can also be informed about your child. You have the right to be informed about your child whenever you want to. So, say you are having struggles at home, you as a parent can ask the teacher how your child's doing at any point in time. Um, Even if your child doesn't have disabilities, you still have that right to know how they are doing. So those are just a little bit of your parent right in an IEP, as well as some of these apply to just a child who doesn't have a disability.